Hey guys, Genesis Moss here with an epic toy review. Today I am reviewing a monster of a toy that is loved by many, a toy that we never thought would happen, a toy that we all had some form of drama over, and a toy that takes up a ton of shelf space. That's right friends, I'm talking about the masters of the Universe Classics Castle freaking Grayskull. It's finally here. It's been over a year since we saw that B-sheet, so now let's see if it measures up. So let's jump inside this box and take a look at this bad boy.
Castle Grayskull comes in a huge and beautiful box. The front of the box features amazing art by Rudy Obrero, who also did the art for the original castle. This is just amazing artwork. Let's just take it in for a second. In the upper left-hand corner of the box, we see some blurbs all about the different things that the castle has. The big one, the one I really want to touch on, is the very first one, a jaw bridge that opens and closes. It is jaw, J-A-W, jaw. Okay, with that out of the way, we also have combat trainer, armory and weapons, a trapdoor over the dungeon, castle throne, a working elevator, laser cannon, scaling ladder, castle flag, 3 levels of adventure and possibilities. Under that, we have a size for the castle and a blurb that says, for use with Masters of the Universe Classics action figures. In the bottom corner, we have this awesome picture of a full-grown man playing with the castle. I love it as it also harkens back to the 80s toy box. The side of the box also has a new bio for the castle, with a picture of the toy under it, and that same pic of the guy playing with the castle as well. The other side features the box art in a smaller scale. The back of the box has a selection of other characters from the line, as well as the castle and a few other items. It is done in a red and white color scheme and looks like the vintage 80s toy box. One cool thing I noticed is He-Man's head in the art looks very Filmation inspired, and Faker's looks like the original toy head. Maybe we have a Filmation He-Man in the works? Doubtful, but it's a cool idea. Hey look, Granomir. The top and bottom of the box feature some pictures of how the toy can be used and its different features. And here it is, guys. The most amazing toy ever made. Castle freaking Grayskull! This is one giant playset. This ginormous toy has an amazing sculpt. It is designed after the prototype. It has an overbite and more crooked teeth and a new ledge, and just overall looks great. It is made from a green plastic with lots of washes and dry brushing to bring out some seriously cool detail. The jaw bridge is one of my favorite parts of this castle. The main portion of it is sculpted to look like wood, and the horsemen did an amazing job of recreating a wooden texture. It is painted brown with a black wash to bring out all of the beautiful detailing on the bridge. It has the classic Castle Grayskull shield, which is brought out with a green and reddish brown rust paint job. I think they did an amazing job of making this look just like real rusted metal. The bar across the jaw bridge and faux hinges are painted to look like worn out steel, and they just look as great as the shield. It is the little details on the outside of the castle that really make me smile though, like the wooden parts of the castle that have a great brown and black paint job. On the original castle, they were here, but they were just the same green plastic. They have been given a super update. To the right of the jaw bridge, there is a small opening in the rock of the castle. We all know what that is for, so say it with me, everyone. By the power of Grayskull, I command the drawbridge, open! By sliding the sword into the hole, we release the latches holding the drawbridge shut, and gravity does its job, and BAM! The drawbridge opens! This is an incredible action feature. On the back of the castle, we are treated to more great sculpting and painting. It looks like a massive version of the back of the original castle, with excellent wooden details, painted again, and not just left green like on the original castle. I love this! What makes this side of the castle shine is the hidden door. If you have Scareglow and have not lost his key yet, you can open this door with his key. Just take the key, put it in the hole, turn it just slightly, then pull the key, and the door opens right up for him. Scareglow is now ready to join the party. So now we open the castle. There are two latches on the side. We just open them up, and the castle just pulls open perfectly. So now we have to attach the floor. The floor comes in 4 pieces and they all fit together snugly, like so. Once the floor is assembled, you'll notice a big ugly hole in your floor. That, my friends, is for the Wind Raider base. I really wish they had made this hole on the top floor, to have the Wind Raider look as if it's flying off the castle. But, you just take the base, push it into the hole, and it fits very snugly into the floor. But then the Wind Raider takes up so much space, and it does not look very good displayed here. In fact, it fits so snugly during my struggle to release it from the castle. One of the wings got caught under the second floor and snapped off. Good thing it was a clean break, and is nothing a little super glue can't fix. Now with this ugly hole in my floor, I had to do something. As many other fans are doing, I made a manhole cover for this portion of the castle. It fits almost perfectly and took me all of 10 minutes to make it at work. So up next is the elevator. Now in the B sheet, it was said that this would have been an action feature, the same way it was in the original vintage toy. Sadly, this is not the case. So, to work the elevator, we just place our desired figure on the pegs and push it up. It is very tight and kind of hard to move without fear of breaking it. But, it is very sturdy and works well under a little pressure. At the top of the elevator, there are 2 golden skulls. They are a great sculpt and can be removed just like all other Masters of the Universe Classics heads. Which means you can put other heads on a pike in your Grayskull. Or, you can pretend He-Man and Skeletor got in a bad schmelting accident. The top floor on this side is not much, just 3 steps and a wooden plank. It is kinda small, but you can get about 2 figures on it with some careful posing. This side of the top floor, however, has a few things going on. First off, this tower is where the flag is intended to go. The flag is a golden pole with a nice round base, and it stands very level. On one side is a sticker. Weren't we promised no stickers on this thing? With 2 swords and a beautiful sun motif on the other side, being evil with a dark and menacing motif. Both stickers look great. Now this beautiful wooden door here holds the greatest secret Castle Grayskull holds. We open the door and inside is the orb holder. So, if you own the reissue Santa King Grayskull and haven't lost that marble he comes with yet, then you can pop it in here and slide the orb holder into this little cubby hole and Skeletor will never know it was there. At the far end there is a hole in the floor of the tower. It is for the unassembled ray gun. The yellow portion of this just plugs into the hole in the floor, and the pegs of the gun attach to the yellow base. And voila! we have protection. The handle on the blaster is great because it is made in such a way that most any Masters of the Universe Classics action figure can hold it. The blaster can rotate from side to side and up and down as well, all the while staying in your figure's hands. It looks really nice, and I am very happy with it. At the very top of the castle, we have one more thing, the pawn. It is a removable piece that was part of the original prototype for Grayskull. It just fits right in the hole at the very top, and it is snug, but it is removable. On the inside of the castle, on the second floor, we see that all the windows are not just flat and look like a reverse of the castle, but actually have sculpted details. I think this was a great piece of extra detail that we would not have missed, but now that we have it and it is here, it is a wonderful addition. Now if it went missing, I would be really upset. Now what was once cardboard is now plastic and a sticker. The computer is sculpted out of a silver plastic, and it seems to have a nice pearlescent shine and great paint apps. The screen has a beautiful sticker of the universe on it, and it really pops. It is just a wonderful update. On the other side of the second floor, we have this nice sword holder. It is not just for any sword, it is for the swords of protection and power. So you just slide He-Man's sword in on the bottom, and on the top, you slide She-Ra's sword in to complete the display, and it looks really nice. On the floor, we have this very nice looking rug with an eyeball in the middle of a toothy mouth as the design. This is yet another sticker used on this playset. On the walls, we have two banners. One has a wolf bat on a blue background, and the other has a phoenix on a yellow and green background. Still stickers, but they do look very nice. Right in between those banners is the throne. It is gold with a gold back, with a golden starburst and blue gems sculpted and painted right in the center. I would have preferred the Filmation throne, but this one still looks great. The rear of the seat has a slot that looks like it is for a piggy bank. What it is actually for is the sorceress's tail feather. You just take her, put her into a sitting position, and slide her tail feather through the slot. Sadly, there are no slots for her other wings, so she really has to look very silly if you want her sitting on the throne. Remember that rug I mentioned earlier? Well, if you place another figure on it and turn the throne to the left or to the right, the trapdoor will open and the figure will fall to the floor of the castle. I loved this action feature as a kid, and I am very glad they brought it back. Up next is Radar. Much like Sky High, this is another character who was named by Masters of the Universe super fan and good friend of mine, Joe Amato. Radar is made from a silver plastic and has great gold and purple paint to bring out his details. Now, one thing most people would miss about Radar here is that his hands are sculpted to hold the two little guns that come with Castle Grayskull. His left hand seems to be specifically sculpted for the gun with the squared off handle, but the right hand is sculpted so he can hold any of the weapons that came with the castle, like this silver mace or this silver axe. To the right of the throne, we have another secret door. This door, however, is very narrow and short, and He-Man or any other character that is not Orko or Cowl will not be able to fit through without having to angle them a bit. The secret door leads to the ledge. The ledge is a bit narrow, but you can fit a toy on it fairly well, but you won't get any fantastic poses up here. Included in the accessories is a pair of shackles. They are two wrist cuffs on a metal chain painted black. I love metal accessories, and these are no different. They look great on a figure's wrists. Up next is the dungeon. Not too much going on here. It has a silver painted door, and on the inside we have that old Dungeon Great sticker that was on the original Castle Grayskull. This is such a great piece of artwork, and it really is a shame that this dungeon is very dark. The dungeon has a shackle that you can mount inside as well. It is just one cuff on a chain that plugs directly into the wall of the dungeon. The walls, as you may have noticed, have some silver knobs, for lack of a better word, coming off of them. One actually has a sword going through it. The sword on the wall is not removable. This is for decoration purposes. The knobs are there for you to clip shields onto. Castle Grayskull comes with one shield, a silver repaint of He-Man's shield, but just about any shield will clip onto these knobs. But the shield that came with the Horde Troopers seemed to fit a little loose. Another accessory that came with the castle is the jetpack. It is made from a solid orangish yellow plastic with big wings and looks really cool. This accessory is for your figures to wear, so all you have to do is pop open the belt, put the pack on the figures, and then pop the belt shut again. Now He-Man is ready to take flight. Our next accessory is the ladder. It is sculpted to look like a rickety wooden ladder and is brown with a black wash to bring out the details of the sculpt. It can easily hold a figure, but due to the weight of the toys, it seems to bend a little bit when a figure is on it. The training device is another really cool accessory. It has a creepy face sculpted at the top of it, while the bottom half kind of reminds me of elephant toes. One end is sculpted to look like a mean dragon shield, and has that same awesome wooden look that we have seen throughout the castle, while the other side is a silver double-sided claw. The intention of this device is that a character will hit the end that is the shield, and when it spins back at them they will block or dodge the clawed end. It spins rather nicely, and the claw and shield are actually articulated, so you can rotate them in a full 360 degrees as well. Oh, I almost forgot. He-Man fits perfectly in the jaw bridge when it is lowered, but when he is on Battle Cat, not so much. At the very top of this floor, we have an optional handle that we can install. Now, once the handle is installed, it is not removable, but this handle harkens back to the original Castle Grayskull and makes it very easy to pick it up one-handed and carry it anywhere you need to go, just like this. Here it is with the vintage castle. You can definitely see where the Classics Castle gets its look from. Sadly, my vintage castle is far from complete, but it is a work in progress. The last thing that needs pointed out is while the castle is great for the Classics line, it also works perfectly with the vintage line as well. Hey, what's in here? A meaty orb? Joe!
So, overall, how do I feel about this castle? Well, other than the stickers that will eventually fade and rot and just not look good ever again, and the fact that the dungeon is too small and way too dark, I love this toy. It's just amazing. Like I said, other than those couple of minor issues, this thing is absolutely perfect. So if you get the chance, please, while it's still there, go to MattyCollector.com and order yours at the price of $300. Or, when it's all gone, you can check the secondary market where the prices will skyrocket. This is guaranteed to be a toy of great value, and it will be hunted by collectors for years. So that was it for my review. Please, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at IHaveThePower82. Subscribe to my channel here, and check out my new Facebook page and my sponsors, which are at the bottom in the show notes. Thank you guys once again for watching, and we'll see you next time.